Most of us probably remember the nursery rhymes that our mamas used to tell us, maybe our grandmas, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, or Jack and Jill went up the hill. Remember those? But those little nursery rhymes have values in them, Humpty Dumpty and Jack and Jill. And they're really subliminal, but you can't miss the values in it. And I think that little nursery rhymes for little children are meant to teach our children real values. I'd like to share with you this Sunday a nursery rhyme that you probably remember, you probably are familiar with, but you haven't heard it perhaps for a long, long time. And the reason I'd like to share it with you is because this nursery rhyme is directly related to the values of this gospel. Ready? 3 little kittens, they lost their mittens, and they began to cry. Oh, mother dear, we sadly fear our mittens we have lost. What? Lost your mittens? You naughty kittens, then you shall have no pie. Meow, 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 and you shall have no pie. The 3 little kittens have a problem. And I think that the problem is directly related to this gospel. Look, there are problems in life. I've got problems, and I bet you've got problems. And in the gospel, there is a huge problem, and it's very serious. 5,000 people in the middle of nowhere, and there's no food. I guess you could say in our own modern lingo, there's no gas station, there are no cell phones, and there's no internet. What is Jesus going to do? Why does God the Father present us with problems in our lives? Isn't the Father supposed to be kind and generous and infinitely good to us? Well, I think that when we have problems, the Father is trying to teach us something that is very important. The 3 little kittens, they found their mittens, and they began to cry, "Oh, mother dear, see here, our mittens we have found." What? Found your mittens? You darling little kittens. Then you shall have some pie. Meow, 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 meow. Then you shall have some pie. Problem solved. How do you solve your problem? In recent years, we have witnessed some real problems. We're still going through a major, major pandemic. There are signs that our environment is beginning to decay. And we have seen and heard great political problems in our country, which has caused some serious divisions among us. We people have reacted to these things with fear. We're afraid of the virus. Anger sometimes, denial sometimes. And all of us are privy to the endless TV talk on all these issues. They never stop talking. And what has all this talking on TV done? Has it solved the problem? Personally, I contend no. Nothing has been solved with all the talk. I think that the worst thing that we can do with our problems is just talk about them. So, whenever you have a problem in life, get a strategy, have a plan, go for it, a solution. Look, I believe this gospel. Jesus, our Lord Jesus Christ, has a huge problem. How is he going to feed all these people? And in fact, he's got a solution. And in fact, the gospel says very clearly, Jesus himself knew what he was going to do. Well, frankly, I think it's a big faith cop-out if we think that Jesus is going to snap his fingers and there will be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of loaves of bread. What a cop-out. Jesus is not a magician. But what is really interesting is how Jesus began to solve the problem, a big problem. The first thing he did was pray. And it isn't just a prayer to God, give me, help. That's not the prayer. He gave thanks. It's a prayer of gratitude. And I deeply believe that Jesus was praying in thanksgiving for the problem in order to allow the Father to work. And when we have a problem, I think we ought to pray in thanksgiving for the problem so that the Father can solve it, not snap our fingers. And when Jesus prayed for the help of God, bam, there's the miracle. But Jesus, this is one problem that Jesus solved, but he's going to have more down the road. Some big problems. In fact, a huge problem. There's always problems. The 3 little kittens put on their mittens and soon ate up the pie. Oh, mother dear, we greatly fear our mittens we have soiled. What? Soiled your mittens, you naughty little kittens? Then they began to sigh. Meow, 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 meow. And they began to sigh. Another problem. Then Jesus took the loaves and gave thanks. For clearly, not enough. He gave thanks for not enough. Yet, in his heart of gratitude, in the middle of that, in the midst of an impossible situation, a miracle. Miracles happen. I believe that. They happen all the time, brothers and sisters. And they happen in ordinary ways, in your life and in my life, if we only breathe the atmosphere of gratitude.